dudes and dudettes, DudeGamer.com, your source for Halo games and sci-fi entertainment. Dude here. The release date for the new Doom game has been announced. The new Doom, being produced by id Software and Bethesda Softworks, will be launched May 13, 2016. Yeah, it's just right around the corner, so get ready to strap on your BFG and kick some major demon ass. Doom, when it launches this May, will be available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and, of course, the PC. I wonder which version is going to look the best. Well, almost certainly, it's going to be the PC version, I hope. I hope it's not a dumbed-down version of Doom for the PC. I hope it's not exactly like the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 versions of Doom when it comes to graphics especially, and frame rate. It does sound like the frame rate for the new Doom will be 60 frames per second. It's going to be a very, very fast-paced game with badass demons, big fucking guns, like the BFG 9000. And of course your awesome melee weapons, like the chainsaw. Ooh, the chainsaw will be making a return, of course. So this is kind of a classic Doom game, isn't it? Doom will also feature multiplayer, which is really cool. And that's not being developed by id Software, who's making the single-player campaign. That's being made by Certain Affinity. Certain Affinity is a really badass video game developer based in Austin, Texas. They were founded in 2006, and they have a lot of experience assisting other game studios with their multiplayer development and assistance with level development. So they have experience with Halo 2 and map packs, like the Blastacular map pack. They developed multiplayer for Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Black Ops, Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary with 343i. They co-developed Halo 4 with 343 Industries, Call of Duty Ghosts, Halo the Master Chief Collection, and now Doom. You know guys, Doom has a very deep history. The first game, Doom, was launched in 1993, developed by id Software's John Carmack, Tom Hall, and John Romero. A bunch of game geniuses during that time. When Doom launched, that game was unprecedented. It was one of the first science fiction horror-themed first-person shooters ever developed, and one of the most significant and influential titles in video game history. It's basically the father of first-person shooters, yes. Since the original Doom, the Ultimate Doom released in 1995, Doom 2, Hell on Earth in 1994, the master levels for Doom 2 in 1995, Doom 3 in 2004, so there was quite a big gap there, about 9 years. Doom 3, I loved Doom 3, I played that on the original Xbox. Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil, came out in 2005, I played that on the original Xbox as well. And the last Doom game, Doom 3 BFG Edition. I played that on the PC, yeah. It was a lot of fun. It's kind of like playing, replaying Doom 3. The game just features a little bit more enhanced graphics, better audio, and horror effects. And of course it came with an awesome checkpoint system. Man, I really love Doom 3 BFG. The development of the new Doom game has a history all its own. It was announced way back in 2008, and it is now finally coming out about 8 years later in 2016. So why the delay? How long does it take to make a Doom game? Well, the original developers ended up in development hell. The game that they were making turned out to be somewhat mediocre, they said. And if you looked at it overall, they said that the game really didn't look like a Doom. It morphed into something like, more or less, like Call of Duty. Originally, they were trying to make something like Doom 2 Hell on Earth, a Doom game based on Earth, which is pretty interesting. And I think they were calling it Doom 4 back then. And John Carmack said that Doom 4 would look 3 times better than Rage. Oh, well, I hope so, because fucking Rage sucked. It looked like a piece of crap. I played that on the Xbox 360. I haven't even finished it. I just got bored with it. I played through about half the game and I put it down. I was really excited for Rage also, and coming from id Software, the makers of Doom, and John Carmack touting the game, I was like, wow, this is going to be cool, but it wasn't. I might pick it up someday and finish it up. I don't know. So anyway, the new Doom game was totally scrapped and completely restarted back in 2011. But what do you guys think of the new Doom box art? A lot of people are going, this doesn't look good at all. It looks bad. Very, very, very bad. I mean, it's kind of, shows an armored Marine holding a shotgun. I think it looks like a pretty cool piece of art, but does it really represent Doom? I don't think so. I think it's kind of boring looking. It looks too generic. It's a guy in a piece of armor that's all beat up. holding a weapon. I mean, that could be any game. That could be Halo, Call of Duty, a Crisis game. I mean, it could be anything. It really doesn't, in my opinion, completely represent what Doom's all about. I mean, sure, the armor has some blood on it, and the guy looks like a badass inside of it, but it's really kind of generic. They are selling over at the Bethesda store a very limited edition 300 printed lithograph of this Doom Marine on 100 weight paper for $40. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks decent framed on your wall, but it's kind of generic. I think if somebody just walked in your gaming command center and saw this hanging on your wall, they'd be like, what is that? They wouldn't know that was Doom right away at all. No, I'm not getting it. There is another thing that's for sale, though. I'm not an advocate for Bethesda store, but I just want to tell you that there are some really cool things over there. If you're a big-time video game fan, there's a Fallout 4 T45 1/6 30 figure scale. Man, it lights up with LED action, and it's fully posable with over 35 points of articulation. It has incredibly detailed mechanical parts, articulated fingers for God's sake, an exchangeable mail head and helmet. All outer armored pieces are interchangeable and detachable, and underneath is the detailed endoskeleton that we've all seen in the game. It has an incredible paint application to highlight all of the details and weathered effects, so it looks like it came right out of the wastelands of Fallout 4. It's pretty cool. How much is this thing? Oh my gosh, $380. Wow, way too rich for my blood. But it looks pretty cool, and I would love to have one. If I had money just to throw away, hell yeah, I'd spend $380 on this thing. But enough about Fallout 4 for now. There is a Doom Collector's Edition for sale for $120, and it does come with a statue as well. It's one of the iconic demons from the series of Doom games called the Revenant. Yes, with rocket launchers on his shoulders. Pretty cool looking statue. Very gory too. It stands on an LED lit base with an internal slow spinning turbine from the UAC facility on Mars. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, and it comes with the game as well. $120. That's a little too rich for my blood as well. I'm a huge Doom fan, but I just want the game, that's it. But I did purchase a t-shirt. They have a lot of awesome new Doom t-shirts over there, and one that's going to be released on February 29th, I've already ordered it, is the Doom Distressed logo t-shirt, and I can't wait to wear that. It's gonna be pretty badass. I order a lot of video game t-shirts out there, and this is just my latest edition. Yes, and I've been meaning to get a Doom t-shirt for a hell of a long time, and I think the last 2 t-shirts I've ordered were Fallout t-shirts. Yeah, that's right. Hey dudes and dudettes, if you liked the video, I hope you subscribe and click like because it helps out the channel. Be sure to comment below. I love to see your comments. And listen to the podcasts. Head on over to dudegamer.com and listen on the player and subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. dudegamer.com, your source for Halo games and sci-fi entertainment. See you on the battlefield. This is Dude.